Hello, hello everyone. Where is that screen? There it is. Good evening, welcome along. I think Chinook's going to propose to me. He set the sunrise up and he's standing there looking at me longingly. A little bit concerned. How are we all? Nice to see you all. Nice to be back. Nice to be here on, no Chinook, no. Nice to be back on Western Australia and very excited to be into some sunflowers. You can see them down there. All looking good and ready. Where'd that one go? Just disappeared. I knocked it over. Good and ready to harvest, which would be nice. They are one of the last of our crops that we need to get into. Which, if we do our time-honoured check using time-saving stock check, we can see exactly what there is there to do. Cotton, of course. But we don't have any sunflowers on the list at all. We do have a little bit of cotton. Soybeans still there. We've knocked off canola. I think that was the last one that we finished of the collection. But soybeans, cotton, and sugar and sunflowers, probably the main ones. We're still working towards, so we're going to make a start on that today and see how far we can get. It'll be interesting to see how much we get off this field. And is either going to be a combine or a grain cart. There's another grain cart. So there we are. We're getting in. We've got a good crowd in already tonight. Chinook, Fluffy Mods, Pro Farmer DK, and Bondamund Hanson DK. So 5 of us on here at the moment. How is everyone doing? Before we go any further, say hello to everyone here in chat. We did see Solar Guy Modding. How you doing, mate? You must be up early at the gym, are you? Good to see you. And congratulations, I haven't had a chance to congratulate you on getting your spreader released. That's awesome. Chinook's here. He's already proposed to me and I've said no, so I'm sorry there, mate. How you doing? Cutting Edge Lawn and Landscaping. Welcome along, Sean, James. Nice to see you both. Mark Thor popped in to say hello. Hello, Mark. Thomas seriously loves the Shepherd cane. Would be neat to strap onto a Honda 3-wheeler. Honda 3-wheelers are a death trap, Thomas, but I do believe that mod is awesome. And so would everyone's comments from the video as well. Seems to be pretty popular. JMF Modding has said that he's going to release it via itch first for PC players and might follow around a little bit later for console players. So keep an eye out for that. Or go and follow him along and I'll put a post up when it comes out on itch. But yeah, go and keep an eye out there. Yoss, how you doing, mate? You'll never believe what happened tonight, Yoss. The Valley of the Old Farm is already on the map directory. I did it. I did it as it came out. I've put it up. It is there. Now I just need to go through all the backlog. But I think I added 6 or something to the directory yesterday, so I got a little bit of the way through it. So we're knocking it off. Hey Charlie boy, Bovine, welcome mate. Good to see you. Sorry you can't get the download done in time to join. Would have been good to have you here as well. This is Some Gamer. Good morning to you. Grant Mr. Stay Drunk is here. Everyone's here. Nismo, how you doing? James, welcome along. Nice to have you all here. Did I feel the shake in the area this morning? Yes, it was a good one actually, Thomas. It's about 50 k's from where we are to, as the crow flies, to Pongaroa where the earthquake was. It was, yeah, we looked at each other, we were sitting down, actually we had a product rep in the office and we were sitting down and he was just talking about something and we kind of all looked at each other and thought, hang on, is this going to go on? And it calmed down, so we thought, no, we're good. But it's one of those ones where you feel it and you think, that's going to be a really good shake. You guys get started, by the way, don't wait for me. It was a good shake, and it's one of those ones where you think, gosh, that's either big somewhere or it's going to get big here. So, Big Diesel, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Just finished working as well. Nice. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a wee while. Chinook's just going for it. He's just ripping into the field, going wherever he wants. Fair enough. Yeah, it is nice to have so many online, Hanson. I agree. Right, well. No one else is hopping into here, so we might as well. I'm not quite sure what this strategy of harvesting is, but we might have to follow along. I might have to follow along. I wonder if he's setting up a GPS course for us. Are you setting up some GPS, Chinook? No GPS course, and we need to turn our targets back on and everything like that. So apparently we're just freewheeling this one. Well, I am not going to freewheel this. We are going to go in and set ourselves up a GPS course. and then we can share it with everyone else. Right. Oh, I can't even get on a row. He's so that far on the... I reckon we do an overlap. We'll sort it out. Mrs. Professor, I'm doing good, thank you. Doing very well. Back to a little bit of normality at home. Kids are all back at school today, and everything else seems to be going pretty well. So back to work. Everything you can dream of. Right, let's have a look. So that's set up. So if we keep on going. While we're doing this, I need to know what field we're in. I can never remember the field numbers. This is 15. So let's set up. F15, and this is sunflowers. We'll add that. I'm going to find it again because it always seems to disappear. And we should be back on it. And therefore Chinook can choose to take our F15 course or not, and it's entirely up to him. But I'm not putting up with these unstraight rows. It's not good for me. This is even worse though, leaving these few bits and pieces, but we'll tidy that up soon. Anyhow, send me something for a webhook. Okay, sounds like a good idea. Hey, Mr. Haythornthwaite, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for the advice on the map and having a look for me this morning. Mark checked the map to make sure we weren't going to have any of the texture issues with the shaders that others were having, the terrain shader issue that was seeming to crop up. So it's good to see we dodged that bullet. Now, question, am I missing bits, or is it Chinook in the video who can't drive straight that's missing bits? I'm not quite sure. Hey Jason, nice to see you. Welcome along. F-15 airplane pun. Indeed, our eagle. Someone said something about having a quake in California today. Did they, James? Did not hear anything about that. Ah, Mr. Chinook, thank you very much for those gifted memberships. You're a star, you know that. I don't need to keep telling you. Alright. Let's whack. Let's completely confuse Fluffy Mods what we're doing here, but we're going to turn around. And we'll get this field turned out. We'll get this field sorted out. It's not parallel on this edge. That's my problem. Bovine, Mark, Cold Canadian Scooters, Workbench, and Peter Clark there, all with gifted memberships courtesy of Chinook. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, you ready, Fluffy? Let's go. Straight lines don't matter when you're flying like Chinook. If you've watched Chinook fly, you'll realise he uses autopilot for the majority of it and goes in straight lines anyhow. It's hands off. So this really should be second nature to him, setting up some nice straight lines. That bit's getting bigger, I know, because I'll... Hopefully he's gone and set his GPS up now and he's going to be able to go in a straight line. Flying by the seat of his pants. Indeed. Indeed he is. Hey, you've gone and changed your... Change what you can't, you're on cutting edge lawn and landscaping. So to do, if you're trying to connect your YouTube account, make sure you connect your account you have your membership on. So if it's Cutting Edge Lawn and Landscaping is the one you've got the membership on, make sure you connect that to Discord as well. Chinook is awesome. He has his moments, Bruce. You're on Facebook, so I was set on Facebook, so I don't know what I read said that it woke them up, so I didn't see. Okay. Well, I have a look at the valley map, Argsy. Scott George on the east, that's looking good. Yes, in fact, Legion has already set it up as a server here for the community, Mark. And I did download, all the mods are downloaded. I did that before the stream here. So we will certainly take a look at that at some stage. Could be another Another multiplayer map we spend some time on. Could be a bit of fun. Hey Brittle, how you doing? Good to see you, welcome along. Nice to have you all here this evening. Hope you are having a good week. We'll acknowledge that it was Anzac Day here in New Zealand and Australia yesterday. Day of remembrance for our servicemen and women who have fought all the freedoms we have, and for all of us to be able to live in the lives we are. So very grateful and appreciative to all of those folk. Those who might have lost lives or whatever in past conflicts. It's a very poignant moment to remember that, and we're very fortunate here where I live. We've got a large Air Force base and large Army base very close to us, so there's quite a added significance to it there, but we're also very fortunate that they have a what they call the Heritage Flight Wing, which actually has a Spitfire, and they're currently restoring a Mustang, P-51 Mustang, so very fortunate to see those beautiful old aircraft flying around on those special days as well as other days of the year. It's pretty cool. G'day Scott, how you doing mate? They are all a bunch of legends. Yourself included, James. Hey, Navy man, aren't you? Going to Dawn Parade is amazing. Certainly is a pretty emotional experience. It's yeah. Heading to Gallipoli for Anzac Day 1 year would certainly be high on my list of things to try and have the opportunity to do. I missed it the year in Topol racing a jet ski and had to travel back on Anzac Day. Haha. Nice one. It's funny, I had some friends who were down watching someone race it at that. What's the name of the person they said they were going down to support? Strange and scary if it was the same, if you were the same person. Let's have a look. I know. They were down watching someone called Shane King race. Do you compete against Shane King, James? Who made that video? Mark? I know someone suggested doing it. Obviously someone has. Had the pleasure of being a Gallipoli for the 100th anniversary on board Takaha. Oh, very cool. Very cool. You don't need to fix anything. Oh, what map are you on, Bovine, that you're trying to fix it on? Disturbed did one. Nice. Disturbed's good like that. Right, I can see Chunuk coming towards us. So we will pull a hasty retreat and let him finish this part. We'll get this field squared up and nice and tidy. Right. Break out of there. Like a military precision, that is. Right. Now we should be able to get all the way back down there without any issues. Oh, you don't know, you just saw Mark's comment. Oh, so some maps, oh, you haven't had the update yet, so you won't know. So some maps have an issue with the terrain texture files. Bo, so it'll only affect PC players. I think it only affects PC players. But maps like UMRV I think has the issue. So either wait for the map makers to bring out an update, or you can go in and do it yourself, fix it yourself. You weren't you weren't racing Shane as part of your father-in-law's team Gunslinger Racing. He got upset at you beating him on Saturday, so he stole your ski. So if anyone's noticed the weather forecast, we've got snow predicted for January in Western Australia. Nice one, Jason. Beauty of Anzac Day if you're travelling. There's always a service somewhere. We've stopped at towns we were travelling through and attended theirs instead of missing one. That's cool. You'll need to fix it then. You're on a UMRV a lot. So I think you just need to change a terrain path, a texture path. Or you can open it in Giant's Editor if you download the latest version of that. And that will fix it as well. There we go, Mark, you've helped Scott out. Perfect. Well, make sure you give Disturbed some kudos for that, Scott. Leave a like and a comment on his video. And tell him you were pointed there by the Argsy Gaming community. Not your actual skirt, was one he borrowed. Alright. Next year I'll be getting your own so you can't take it. Ah, gotcha. Alright, look at that. That sunrise. Isn't she beautiful? That. Oh, lovely. Moments in this is when you're playing the game and you just think, wow, that looks cool. UMRV should be fixed today. Map submitted with the fix being, yeah, so long as they are submitted with just the fix though. I did read that. They don't want modders putting in a submission to say, oh, can you fix our map because it broke with the terrain shader issue, and by the way, we've added all these features. That's not going to get you priority. Yeah, to roll back the UMRV update on the weekend, the latest version was causing grief. Was it, Boat One? It's no good. Good morning, Yaren. How are you, mate? Thank you very much. 5 months a member. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you being here. You miss playing. We miss having you here. Not the same without Yaren floating around. Snow in January in Western Australia. That blows their global warming theory out of the winter. I'll see, global warming can lead to colder colds and changes to normal climates, Grant, so it could be a thing. Could be a thing. It's one of the mad fellas racing Polski's GP1 as well, so I think they're 1500cc engines. It's nuts. Power to weight on that's pretty impressive. Is that what an Aussie sunrise looks when it's going to snow later? Something like that, Jason. Tired, overworked, but happy with a long weekend ahead. How do you check to see how long you've been a member? And so you should be able to, down the bottom, under your membership thing, James, there's an option to share your membership, like as an update, as a continued member. It's a long weekend. So what's a long weekend? Is it, are you having... What's your long weekend for this weekend? Just out of curiosity. You're not Coronation Day, do you? You won't get that. This is some gamers excited about the long weekend too. Well, we had, yeah, with yesterday being a public holiday, we had 1 day of work on Monday and then a 3-day rest of the week. Oh, so King's Day, which is King's birthday tomorrow, so that's for you, Yarn. So it must be a Dutch holiday, is it? And then the UK's got a bank holiday Monday. So is it a normal bank holiday and they just decided to do the coronation on the same weekend, or is it a different... Oh, coronation is next weekend, isn't it? So you get 2 days in a row, don't you? 2 long weekends in a row. If I recall correctly. If you like, you take Monday off. Lots of people did, Thomas. I did not, because I've taken a whole week off after Easter, so... 29th's end of May bank holiday. Because why the hell not, eh? Let's have an end of holiday, end of May. Alright, there we go. So that's partly done. What are we going to do now? Chinook looks like he's got some rows to tidy up. There you go, Big Diesel found the button to press. 4 months a member, thank you very much, mate. When you get your new parts, you'll be playing it more. Farm sim, nice, mate. Alright. You took the whole week. Hey Mike, how you doing, mate? Just finished a 5-day weekend. Had one of the small benefits to living with other people's customs. You make the most of it, don't you? So our next holiday will be King's birthday weekend, which is our first Monday in June, which will also be the day after our round 5 of Logging League. At which stage we will know all the ratings, rankings, and everything else, where the standings are sitting. So leading into finals, we will know a whole lot more. And we've been spending some time working on a format for the finals, so we'll see. Funny weekends for 6 days. I agree. Metallica, you off to Metallica, Yaron? Awesome. Very cool. Hey Big Mike, how you doing? Good morning, buddy. Love the new Melbourne. What's the new Melbourne? You've joined Discord just to listen in. Fair enough. Hear what these chumps are all talking about in the background. Sad night tonight. This is the last of my Glenmorangie whiskey. I've completely butchered the name. That was a bottle gone. I think I said last week that I went through all my bottles of whiskey and I think 4 out of 5 of them had a couple of pores left in them. So when we're in Scotland, we might have to replenish our supplies. If SG to drag us around a whole lot of distilleries. Could be some expensive overweight luggage on the way back. Right. We are just about full. We are going to have to make some space here. Let's see if we can do that. Perfect. I was going to say, where is Tronic? But he's going around the edge of the field. Drives your wife crazy. I actually didn't realise I'd just about finished them all. Poor me. I know, hard life, Scott. Hard life. Someone's got to go there and do it. Someone's got to present it for the English-speaking world. Bruce has just upgraded himself to a 2012 XJ. Ah, very nice, Bruce. Got rid of the V-dub. What V-dub? Do you have a Touareg? From memory? Sure, we've discussed it before when we've been talking about my Skoda. You had a V-dub. Oh, let's find a straight line. There we go. Just realised you can listen to everyone on Discord now that you've said that. Chinook popped up with it's getting on. Yeah, absolutely. If anyone wants to hear what the others are saying in the background, feel free to jump into the voice chat in Discord. You won't hear me. I've got that muted just so I don't bug them the whole time. But I can unmute it and bark orders if I need to. Is he singing that Nelly song? Do you reckon we need to unmute Discord and get Chinook to do a rendition of Nelly? I don't think anyone wants to hear that. Hey Binks, morning mate, how you doing? Might be shocked at what's said. Probably won't be shocked at all, Bovine. Probably won't be shocked at all. Oh, who knows what. Alright. Next flight you do, Chinook, that's a longish haul passenger aircraft you're doing with no GPS, no waypoints, and you're completely landing it with no ILS. It's complete VFR flight rules. Auckland to Sydney, I'd love to see you get there. Alright. Auckland to Nandi. Well, if anyone likes watching Flight Sim, go and check out Chinook. He's been streaming some Flight Sim. And does a much better job of that than I ever would, because whenever I played Flight Sim, it was always a case of jump in the plane, start things up and fly, whereas he goes through the whole procedure as if you're actually flying a virtual airline, because it is a virtual airline. Wasn't concept ready just yet, maybe stick to farming, James. Oh, look, Google Maps is all good, Jason, but when you're in the middle of the Tasman Sea, you don't have too good internet coverage, so. Back to the grindstone, Mark. Have a good evening, Args. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you all later. Cheers, mate. You have a good rest of your day. You'll be looking forward to summer, or, you know, the days warming and getting longer, I suppose, in your line of work. So, the $1 million question is going to be, here's our field. Here is our field. We've got this one down here, which is also sunflowers. How much sunflowers are we going to get off one field? I'm curious how far we're going to get through, how close we're going to get to 10 million litres off this field. I'm taking options. Find out you've lost connection when it really matters. As long as the sun's in the same spot out the window, you should be right, Jason. If it swaps which side of the cockpit it's shining in, then you know you've got issues. Morning, Welder. How you doing, mate? $9,999,000, you reckon, Mark? You'll fly Auckland to Sydney? Sure I will, especially that I don't know how to fly, and if someone buys me a plane ticket. Chinook's spotting tornadoes somewhere. Getting your trees watered and some new hay. The kid didn't last, sadly. His last day was last Friday. Too much for him, or didn't quite cut the mustard welder? Had some brownies, Chinook. Oh goodness. He's up and bolted. Yeah, he's gone. He is gone. I'll give him credit, at least his line was pretty parallel to the fence. But it's always a happy Wednesday when DJ Goham makes it in here. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Seven months, my friend. Thank you very much. He couldn't keep up with you and you were taking your time. I was about to just start talking about our the new server that Legend set up on the Valley of the Old Farm. Anyone who played in the Valley of the Old Farm in FS19, we had a fantastic server on that. That was a lot of fun. We did a lot of streams and played on that a lot. It was very similar to this. It was always popular. Lots of people involved and a little bit different in the size of the fields and size of equipment, but built quite an empire there. It was quite cool. Doing good, you're ready to rock. Nice. Nice. We were actually talking about rock before. I think Yoren's off to Metallica tomorrow night. Isn't it just one of those, the Valley of the Old Farm is just one of those maps that you don't mind coming back? As much as it's nice to say, leave the old classics to sit in FS19, it is one of those ones where it's nice to see it back in 22, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. But looking forward to seeing some of the new maps though too. Court Farms, oh we're full. American Falls. See MRG's getting closer with Little Mountain. That'll be pretty cool. Just looking at putting the mud mod in there and having that integrated into the map a little bit. You've been anxiously awaiting the map release when Figure Legion gets it started after your long weekend. And this it's a marathon, not a sprint, Mike. We'll have to have a look and see how he's got it set up too, whether it's seasons or what he's going to do. By the time you're halfway down the ditch already changing it, he's barely starting to make his way down. You like what they've done with the new bale and pallet storage on the Valley of the Old Farm? I'll have to have a look, Mark. I haven't seen that yet. Jaguar's good for 240 kilometers. Whew, Bruce. On the racetrack, of course. On the racetrack. I see, actually, I was reading an article, they reckon that Taupo could be the next home for the V8 supercars in New Zealand. Sort of fitted the bill out of the 3 Tony Quinn owned tracks. Highlands is too far from the main population, and what's the other one? Hampton Downs was the other one, but Taupo already has a certification to run, is it a class 3 events? So it's certified to run the cars, should be pretty cool. Ooh, things are looking good for FarmCon, by the way. I need to talk to you about it. Awesome, mate. We've been, FSG and I've been chatting about it a lot. That's perfect. Very cool. Yeah, we should tee up a time and have a call at some stage. Find time to get in there and have a chat about things. Well, that's cool. I'm pleased to hear that. Precision. precision. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, we'll do. It'll be what, in about an hour and a half? Hey, Callum, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I did say it was a bit funny that well, they sent their partners all invites out 6 weeks after tickets went on sale. Your weekend looks interesting. I might be replacing a clutch and a few other parts on a Ranger. Hope I'll have help is all I can say. Little known fact, Mike in fact is probably not a little known fact. DJ's in bed early. He's an early sleeper. More often than not. We've had this conversation before. So what time is it, DJ? 5:30 in the morning for you? Look. World clock. I think you're Eastern, aren't you? So that's 5:30. What makes you sad, Callum? Between 7:30 and 8, but up at 5. Hey. A man of routine. I mean, to be fair, you are effectively working to a European time schedule in some respects, aren't you? Because you rely so much on the mod releases and all those kind of things. So I can understand that. So DJ only looks young and you realise he's what PFSG might call a pensioner. Well, that might be going a little bit far, Mike. I don't think it's quite that excessive. What are you doing in hospital, Callum? It's not a very fun place to be. You'd start your day at 3 if it made sense. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? In saying that, for the last 6 months it would have made sense to start every Wednesday at 3 in the morning. Just saying. A bit more information, Callum. Rehabilitation for... We were looking, actually, we're booking some accommodation in Munich at the moment for our 3 nights after FarmCon. So anyone's got any suggestions on things to do, must-dos in Munich when you've got about 3.5 days? Hit me up, let me know. Open to suggestions. We've got a few things we've been given and told we should do. Apart from drinking German beer, of course. I've heard that lots, Mrs. Simgamer. In fact, FSG's been telling me that he reckons that Munich's the best part of Germany. So your legs, Callum. What did you do to your legs? Uh, 3 AM here is when I get to work and we'll be here for who knows how many hours. Till the job's done, right? You agree with FSG? Is that... Isn't that where pressure printers? What is that? Were you saying, is that cerebral palsy? Is that cerebral palsy? Callum, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I've never heard of a Prusa printer. Oh, it's a 3D printer. Never heard of them. Look at that. Pretty cool. That's a cool looking 3D printer. I'm just listening to what these lot are rabbiting on about. Apparently Chinook's the Grinch, and he's going to put a photo on Discord, so keep an eye out. Go and check out Discord for Chinook as the Grinch. So the jobs are done. I'm barely able to walk from being so tired. Your job is almost 24/7 now. I have beef cattle to care for as well. Yeah, you'll be careful though, Welder. You've had your accident once. You've dodged that bullet. You don't want to go and overdo it. There's always something to do on the farm, isn't there? But it's weighing up those ones which have to be done. This is the ones which you need to do. The haves to and the likes to. Alright, good timing, Fluffy. Get in under there and unload us. There we go. There we go. Alright. We've done pretty well to avoid any unnecessary crop driving so far, I must admit. It's good. It's unheard of, in fact. In there, Fluffy. Not too much more to go. Not too much more to go. You've lessened your workload by about half, but I still have to give a hand to the guys that asked for it. Alright, it's alright, Chinook, I will harvest the field. Don't worry about you doing any work. Alright, what do we got? Kenworth, 96% full, 480,000 litres. So, interesting then. So, just adding everything up, we've already got 500,000 litres off this field. 500,000 litres. What, 1 million? 2 million? 3 million? I reckon we'll go pretty close to 5 mil off this field. I reckon we'll go pretty close to 5 mil. That's my prediction. Oh, I remember doing this last week, cutting around a pack of trees like this. Standard trees. Makes fields more interesting having something like this in it. It's a bit like Edgewater with all the waterways and the irregular fields. I mean, 100% of nothing's still nothing, right, James? I can understand that, Welder. I mean, it's always going to take you longer to get back into things, isn't it? And that's a, I imagine that's a pretty regular response. So we're not too, can't be too far away from Aussie farms being ready to go out. Looking forward to getting a chance to have a look at that. Nice to have another Aussie map. It's another one I didn't throw in there with Court Farms and American Falls as ones that I'm looking forward to. Oh, missed a bit. Pay attention. I was going to say it's Fluffy followed us around, but doesn't look like it. Oh, we're full. Gosh, I did not think we were going to get full around there. That's interesting. So I was 37% full to that point, and then got 63% full around there. So let's have a look. Is that a high? Is that because this is higher yielding? Look at that. Look at that boost in yield we're getting through that chunk. That's pretty impressive. 120% versus what we were getting. Only 100%. 25% boost in yield through there. That's pretty impressive. You'll likely need a knee replacement as soon as your left knee grows sometimes when I walk on it. You're going to surgery, Callum. Well, good luck with that, mate. I hope it all goes well. Hacks. Hacks everywhere. Everyone's hacking. I mean, we're all just sitting here in the Matrix. Yos. The whole world's a hack. I can miss as many lines as I want if I'm in the Matrix, because theoretically the lines don't exist. The lines don't exist if I miss them. Doesn't matter. Cheers, Scott. Good to see you, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is probably the best map on FS22 if you like big fields. 100%. 100% Bully Bob. Massive. It was fun. It was fun doing it solo. It was a while ago. But we did it. We did quite a bit of it solo. What is life? 42. 42 is life. Still smaller than the field. How big was that field, Mark? Would there be a way to recreate that on this? You'd have to try and plough this whole section here and oh, not even now there with that. If you did from the river, this whole section of the river into one field would be pretty close, wouldn't it? 2,400 acres, so what are these 4 fields? That one's 3, oh, see, it's still not going to be the same. So that's 800. 500, that's 20, no, it's not even close. Not even close. Favourite Doctor companion, yours is Amy Pound. Is that Doctor Who? Thomas? I never watched it. Not a Doctor Who fan, if that's what you're talking about. All the best, Callum. Hope all goes well, mate. I'm sure you are in good hands where you are. Had a 2,400 acre field on a map. Yeah. On FSG's Discord server, the one of the members' maps, which was Spring Creek, was ploughed into a whole lot of fields, were combined into one, and it was 2,400 acres. Sorry. Alright, they're talking about a tornado in an auger wagon. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out on this now. Can only be seen in 4K. Honestly, on something. Alright, apparently it's on Discord. Let's go have a look. Western Aussie. You guys, you're seeing things. You're seeing things. It's just a couple of little lines. I'm dreaming. Dreamers they are. Got all the wrong screens up now. There we go. Was that hectares, was it? Oh, it was hectares, right. Ah, gotcha. So 5, 6, so that's 900 hectares combining those two, isn't it? And you were saying 1,000 hectares. Ah, gotcha. That's makes a bit more sense then, Mark. Misreading the units. Rookie error, that one. Where are these guys going? Oh, yeah, down there. Yeah, right. Cheers, Thomas. Catch you later, mate. Nice to see you. Have a good evening. Nuke the like button, you reckon? Hit it hard. Alright, we've got a full truck. I have 2 full trucks soon. You could make a few 2,400 acre fields on this map, absolutely. And right now is exactly why I don't have Discord live in stream. $83 man hours to combine at normal speed, that's nuts. It can't be that bad. Thank you, Joran. I mean, you're welcome to join Billy Bob. Hey, Disturbed, how you done, dude? You can thank Mark Thor. I hadn't realised you'd done a video showing how to fix the map issue that's come about with the latest update, so good job on that. Happy to share those resources around where they're there. It's good on you. Doing well, mate, doing well. Alright. Ooh, little tree, just dodged it. Yeah. I think someone had suggested to me that it would be a good one to do a video on as well. Disturbed, but... being at work made it a little bit hard. And you've probably done a better job than I would have anyhow, so... That's some pretty messy rows. You managed to sneak it out around work. Good on you. You fixed the map textures with that video but lost your saved game on you, Marby. Don't know why you'd lose your save game, Scott. What would... Yeah, obviously you can go to your save game backups. I'll show you. Do you know where those are, Scott? If not, I'll show you in a sec. So don't change the name, just leave it exactly the same name. You shouldn't have to change any names of files or anything like that, because that will break it. But if you leave it all at the same name, you should be fine. If you... I mean, you can keep a backup of the one you've already got. I mean, that's a valid thing to do. Alright, I'm just going to tidy this bit up because that's disgusting. Yeah, definitely keep the same name, don't change it. Still can't see, okay, cool. Yep. But you must be able to open the map with a new save game. But yeah, if it can't find the map name, it won't be able to open the save. And it's just not your bad, it's all part of the learning experience, Scott. Good on you for giving it a go and trying it out, because a lot of other people will just throw their arms in the air and go, I'll wait for the modder to do it and he should hurry up and get it done quickly because I can't play the map that he made for me for free. Lunch window closed, looking forward to the valley. The initial peek at the mods, there is some DLC I may be out. Cheers, Args. No worries, Mike, I'll have a chat to Legion. If there's DLCs, we can certainly look at not having those. Because not everyone has them. So we'll see what he says. Exactly, Scott, exactly. All being then part of the learning experience. Yeah, I'll second that. Disturbed. Alright, which way we're going to go here, Fluffy? I'm going to turn. The waiting for the modder bit was why I did it in that. They don't have jobs. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, where are we? Turn down about here. Just going to unload on before we go though, Fluffy. Give ourselves the best chance of making it to the other end. Ooh, that's nasty. It's a nasty start to the row. Farms and Bob, saw your 3rd birthday post. Your first ever YouTube video was great. Had you prior experience with video editing or make a few trial versions, or was that what was the secret? Fair play. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, mate. No, it was, I think I just about did that first go, if I remember correctly. I'd watched a lot of time-lapse creators before I did it. I'd literally, when I did that video in April, I'd only been playing Farm Sim for about 4 months, 5 months, I think. And then COVID came around and Epic had the game for free on Epic Store. So I moved over from PlayStation, jumped onto PC, and found a map. I thought, I know what'll get me lots of views. Play on a map no one's playing on. Why would I go on to, I think, what was the big map at the time? Trying to think what the popular maps were at the time. Might have been Sandy Bay, something like that. It's funny what you think. 80% update downloaded. Any tips on making another cup of coffee? Warm the coffee cup first, Yoss, so your coffee stays longer and you don't lose heat into the mug. If it's a second cup of coffee and your mug's already hot, you can probably skip that step. Don't add milk or sugar. It ruins it. Cheers, Mrs. Professor. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, staying up, catching the stream. And hopefully we'll catch you on the weekend. Whatever we might be doing. Don't even know what we're going to do on the weekend. We'll find something though. Milk in first, Bo. How dare you? Use a cup. That's a good tip. Don't eat the beans or grind use the pot. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Alright. Don't know what you're talking about. When anything goes bad, I should be putting my quiz coming soon post up. I'm going to be called the boy who cried wolf soon because the number of times I'm going to promote my quiz that isn't actually had a date yet next to it. But I think I said the other day it was meant to be this weekend, but I have a football tournament to go to, which coaches briefings at 9, and being coach I kind of have to be there at 9. So your first video was awful time-lapse but didn't mute game sounds, was like an angry wasp. You live and you learn, eh? Disturbed. It was funny actually because Derek asked about my first video with when I used a mic and talked, and it was on No Creek Farm, so I found that video and shared that yesterday, and I cringed going back and listening to that. So that was a bit of a learning curve too. Fixed it, it was case sensitive FS22. There we go. You'll learn about case sensitivity when you're if you get into modding, Scott. Like for whatever reason, some XML code, when it's kind of two words joined together, the first word's lowercase and the second word has an uppercase first letter. Don't know why. Don't ask me. It's just how it works. Doesn't have to be Mark. Okay, good. Funny. Sink Ivy saying hello from Canada. Well, hello from New Zealand. Welcome in. Nice to have you here. The uppercase second word is just for readability. Oh, is that right? Oh, there we go. I've learned something new. Makes sense, I suppose. But it always puzzled me why. Not having any coding experience. If it comes to Taupo, you can stay at your family's B&B. Thank you for the offer, Bruce. My parents have actually got a place in Taupo itself, so we're all good for accommodation, but really appreciate the offer. Very nice of you. Top tip, make a big pot of coffee on the stove, pour a cup for now and freeze the rest, and when you feel like a cup of coffee, simply reheat it. I'm not sure about that. Is that legit, James? I mean, there's just something about reheated coffee that doesn't sound right. Absolutely not. I thought maybe it was a Navy thing. The voice chat definitely keeps it interesting. I'll definitely be listening to that when I watch from now on. Yes, they do. Bunch of characters. You gotta have a bunch in here though. Worst part's when it's just been me and Chinook playing at the same time and he starts singing to himself. They'll bring back keel hauling for that sort of carry on. You don't tell me the Navy's full of coffee snobs, James. Alright, well we haven't dumped any into silos yet, have we? No. What are these guys doing? Oh, they have actually started doing some proper harvesting. You've got your own machine in the, is that the petty officer's mess? Snobs, the lot of you. Alright, I reckon we can turn our lights off. I reckon we can. Fluffy's full. Is Fluffy full? Fluffy is full. And straight through the trees. Can he pick a gap? Fluffy's gambling up and over the hill. Oh, he's rocked it straight through there. I don't think he quite knew there was a bit of a hill there in front of him, but he's managed to make it through without any dramas. Might have shaken a few bones loose. Lost a tooth or two, but he's all good. Coffee recipe in Taranaki. Turn on the jug, do something else, remember 30 minutes later you were making coffee, royal jug, add ingredients, enjoy. That's just old age, bovine. Take a picture tomorrow of the mess on board. You've got the business in the front, dining hall and party in the back bar. Is that on shore? James, that's not on ship, is it? That's what your wife says. I've met your wife too, I can imagine that, Bo. That is on the frigate, is that right? Jeez. Life of luxury. That's where all my taxpayer money goes. Honestly, anyone, my sister works in the, she's employed in a government agency, so she gets the same comment. I've got a couple of friends who are teachers and they get the same comment, so I think by the time I've wound everyone up about that, you might get 10 cents of my taxes. mullet mess. And you wouldn't get away with a mullet in the Navy, would you? Look at the yield on this field. This is nuts. If you own a business and pay taxes, fire your accountant yesterday. You grab your challenge coin, name hasn't been passed, but they'd already made a neon sign and the coins. You ignored all our coffee advice, Yoss. Yeah. We're just gonna make a cup of tea instead. Have a cup of tea and a lie down. Don't know what's going on. Nothing's moving down there. Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, we can start moving Fluffy. You need to work out how to only pay 8% like rich people. That's because it takes into account all the tax they pay on other things. Whoa. But yes, I agree. Be nice, wouldn't it? Made a cup as you always do, Yoss. Good on you. Best coffee's Nespresso. Which one, Mark? Oh, you'd probably have different blends to what we have in New Zealand, I imagine. Both yourself and FSG have said play maps others aren't. Maybe I should listen to that advice, but still play maps play what you enjoy. That's probably the biggest advice. Don't pick a map you don't want to play. Don't pick a map just because you think, oh, no one's playing that, so people will watch it. People will watch content that you're enjoying making. And maybe find something different to do on the Valley of the Old Farm. I don't know. Set a challenge of clearing, like in our server, in our multiplayer server, we cleared out half the forest and made it into farmland. Maybe say, well, instead of farming, I'm going to start off in the forest and convert it into farmland. Or run a contracting business, or, you know, focus on, I don't know, it's set in the European countryside, focus on doing something different on it. But don't do it, yeah, exactly, as just Stoop says, play what you want, you'll find an audience. You'll find an audience and you'll find, you'll have fun doing it, even if even if it's slow going or you don't get anywhere. Have fun, because if you're not having fun, no one else is going to enjoy it. Genova Levanto, or Master Origin Indonesia. It must be different because I don't think we have those options here. I had been having Ristretto was my main one, which is like an 11 on the scale, but I've kind of toned it down. Actually, I got a special Italian blend the other day, which is quite nice. No worries, man. Always happy to help. I had a number of people help and support me to get to where I am, and I'm still only a small fish in a big ocean, so. And if it gets too much, take a break. You know, you can't do this as a hobby, because it still is a hobby, and have a full-time job. You know, I've learned that more and more in the last year. And I'm being strict to try, well, I'm trying to, it hasn't worked yet because other things have come up, but I'm trying to be stricter about not staying up late. Like, back in the day, I used to say, when I made my John Deere video, which went big, it was my first big video, I was staying up till like 3 in the morning editing that for about 3 nights in a row and then getting up to go to work. It was stupid. So I'm trying to set myself a hard midnight, and if you haven't finished what you're meant to finish, then you either don't have it for the day it's meant to be out, or just everything just slides out a bit. You buy beans only mostly Brazilian or a Brazilian other South American blend? Alright, Fluffy will be full very quickly, probably by the end of this pass. We have the Indonesian, not the Levanto, right. Coffee beans. Well, at least they come packaged as coffee beans, don't they, Yarn? Hey, wink wink. Oh, that'd be more Colombian, wouldn't it? The Colombian blend. I mean, to be honest, I never thought I'd end up doing 15 live streams in a row on this map, or almost in a row, over the last 4 months. But, you know, people have been playing on it, it's been fun. It was just kind of a stopgap for a little bit. Then it gives a whole other kick to it. It does, it does. Alright, oh, I was going to do something cab, but that looks filthy. I do like, well, actually, I'm a bit torn, because I like how the header sits higher, but look at how high that is. Alright, let's slow down, because that's pretty, but look at where it's cutting it, and look at where the stubble is. Not quite right, something not right there. There's a disconnect. Roger that, Billy Bob, thank you for pointing that out. 25%. Looking at the box up in the top corner. Colombia might have a bit more than coffee beans. Stubble needs to be a bit higher, but yeah, stubble higher or the header a bit lower. A bit of a disconnect, but I don't know actually. I've never seen a sunflower field harvested before, or post harvest. Not sure what it looks like. When you actually think about it, using a header like this would actually be quite violent on the sunflower heads, wouldn't it? So does it take, I'm intrigued now, does it take the whole head off the top of the plant, the whole flower off the top of the plant, take that in through the feeder housing and all the way in, and does that go through the combine and get shaken out in there to leave just the sunflower seeds? Ollie Blogs is planning to combine one this year, so it'll be interesting to see. That will be interesting to see. Thunderbird 1 to the rescue. You were in a combine harvesting sunflowers today, Jason. About a foot left behind, ending up with 2 to 3 foot of stalk and the head. Right. What sort of header were they using? Were they using a corn header like this, or were they using one like the Helianthus ones which cut the sunflowers off? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention then and I still went too far. Goodness. Fire this guy. You made the same mistake on your first YouTube time-lapse, didn't mute game sounds. It sounded like a bag of sand banners. Won't be sharing on your YouTube birthday. Oh, come on, Farmers and Bob. You gotta laugh at things like that. When I watched it for a video on your first anniversary. Oh, it's good fun. Like, honestly, it gives you a real... It feels... you feel like you've achieved something. You look back at that and go... I look back at my thumbnails from those early videos and go, what was I thinking with? What was I doing with those thumbnails? And that's like, yeah, I think it gives you a sense of accomplishment, a sense you've achieved something. Yeah, good fun. They put wide trays with the 1 to 1.5 gap onto a standard draper front. Not worth buying something special. Ah. So, okay. So I'm just trying to understand this. So is it a wider front on a draper? So, but it looks more like that then. It's like your draper headers. Here's a draper. Here's a draper. So on the front here, it just has a wider edge to the cutting, or does it lap back over the draper more? I'm intrigued. I'm going to have to find a video now. Let's do Google sunflower harvest, and we'll throw an Australia tag in there and see what we end up with. Videos. And drones are planting sunflowers on this. Drones planting sunflowers in Australia. Interesting. Rose sunflower harvest. Let's have a look at this one. Don't want to watch the ads. They can go away. Similar fingers, but the trays go over the small fingers on the knife into a draper. Okay. Ah, so this, okay, so here we go. Here we go. So this looks kind of like what you're talking about. Let's go full screen on that. Like those things there. Like that's not a draper header, obviously, but it's got the same sort of thing forward of the cutting knives. So it's almost like a corn header. I'm just going to go back here before we crash. Hey, Farmer Simulator guy, how you doing? Right, you're leaving me in suspense, Jason. Is that what I meant? Is that what you mean? We'll go have a look at that and we'll watch that a little bit more. Whoa. Chinook arriving is only Chinook can arrive. In a big hurry. Same thing, the standard knife still does the cutting only using drapers as there's not many older fronts used. Yeah, so, yeah. So the way they attach onto the front of the header is the same whether it's a draper or an older reel header. Would you trust this man? Get out of here. Oh, I lost game sound. Hang on. That's because I was still on. I was still on monitor, not main farm sim. Thank you, Mark. Anyhow, I want to go back to monitor because I want to watch a little bit more of this video. Which doesn't have any sound because I've got it muted. But yeah, so these fingers go over there. That's pretty cool. Look at how sparse the sunflowers are. I think the fields look a little bit different to it. Like, in fact, though, look at that terrain. Look at that up there. How much does that look like West Aussie? I don't know where Inverell is. But how much does that look, you know, like what we're doing? Pretty interesting. There's sorghum there too. Okay, got it all. Nice black seeds, sunflower seeds. He's had a little bit of a spill there though, I reckon. That's pretty cool. Northern New South Wales. Yeah, okay. No fueling on the go. He's not good enough to back that trailer beside me and load fuel at the same time, Billy Bob. Alright, look at that, we've got... Well, in fact, when Hanson empties into the truck with his 77,000 litres, we'll have 1 million harvested. Yours were irrigated, so a lot thicker. Yeah, gotcha. Crazy world though, eh? You know, you get these perfect looking crops here in game, but in reality it's anything but. That pivot irrigator Hispano modding's been working on looks like a lot of fun. Looking forward to giving that a try at some stage too. Get a flatbed on a lizard. It's 350 and put the fuel trailer. Yeah, you could do it that way. But where's the challenge in that? Oh, we've got another good morning, Strody. Not quite as long in the good morning as Yoran had, but good morning, mate. How you doing? I think Yoran used up all the O's, so you weren't able to go as long. He has to re-download the whole game because he's old and doesn't understand technology very well. Chinook. I like the pause I hear, and Bovine's explaining why he's having to re-download the game. Have to ration the O's in this day and age, exactly. Don't grow enough to buy a dedicated header for them. Also no corn fronts. Here's some modify and use what we've got. Why not, mate? Why not? What are you blaming me for? Is this... See, I didn't have to re-download the whole game to update mine. So do you, when you say you re-download the whole game, Bovine, do you go and re-download it from Giants using your code again? You have to. So mine automatically updates when I start the game up with Giants. Oh, that didn't work either. I didn't unmute myself. Anyhow. Hey Mr. Legion, how you doing, mate? Quick drop in to say hello. Well, hello mate, and I have been plugging the heck out of the Valley of the Old Farm multiplayer tonight, even though we're well and truly deep here in Western Australia. Excited to see you've set that up as a server for us already, and telling folks to go and get involved in that one. Could be a good stopgap actually in between doing the bigger fields here. If there's nothing to be done in Aussie, go and jump in the Valley of the Old Farm. But appreciate you setting that up for the community. You are a legend. Thanks, buddy. I know Mike was in here before he had to leave. Need more speed. Need for speed. Need more speed. He was in here a bit earlier. He's pretty keen to go and check it out. But he did mention, one thing Mike mentioned was, I think he had some of the DLC in it, so it might pay if we can do it without DLC to turn that off to allow more people to join. Only time I've had to re-download it is if it detects too many changes to the base game. Yeah, if you're not up to date, but certainly the Giants version for me, automatically, every time I start the game, checks for updates. Hey, he's already got in touch with you. Nice. I'm not even sure what ones they are. I downloaded all the mods before we started, before the stream started, so. So sometimes mine says it checks for updates and doesn't do anything. Like it took about 3 goes restarting the game last night to get it to update. Tried to keep it light. Yeah, no, I'm sure it'll be good. I'll have to have a proper look at it at some stage anyhow, Legion. Hey, Zach House, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Latoiba, howdy, how you doing? Nice to see you. Marius, how you doing as well? Is that Info HUD an app? The Info HUD in the top left corner, that is the... Oh, goodness. Someone will tell me, but if I go down here under settings, is it in the settings? Simple Inspector is what it's called, and it's a mod hub. And you can show lots of different info. It's really good on multiplayer servers. Really good on multiplayer. Thank you, Disturbed. Disturbed got you as well. No worries, mate. Yeah, it's real handy. There's also one for productions. I think it's Production Inspector. Obviously, simple name. But you can keep track of your status of your productions. Oh, yeah, that sounds a bit dodgy. Bovine, don't send Chunk your address. No, it was JT Sage did Simple Inspector, wasn't it, Legion? From FSGT, I believe. Handy for keeping an eye on auto driving courseplay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll take that. It's the one time I'll be right. Legion. Yeah, auto driving courseplay is a good call for those ones. You can keep an eye on things that are moving. It tells you if they're in auto drive too, doesn't it? Doesn't it give you one of the prompts up there tells you if it's an auto drive tool? I used it a lot when we were on Deer Creek and I had lots of courseplay running for combines and making sure grain carts were heading to them at the right time. Back from surgery, Callum. That was quick. That was a lot shorter than the 2 to 3 hours you thought it might be. You know, the reason I've had no issues with my internet since then is because I plug a cable in every time and don't use Wi-Fi anymore. Now includes the time it will take to complete tasks. That's pretty cool. The other day there were still 2 tractors driving around on auto drive without anyone online. Whoops. I couldn't possibly guess what, Callum. Right, here's the question. Guess whether we're going to make it to the end here or not. 80%. We've got into a lower yielding piece of land. I reckon. Oh, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. Oh, it's going to be touch and go. Oh, we're not going to make it. 94, 95, 96. We're going to make it. 97, 98. Oh. Oh, don't pause on me at this stage. Autosave. Server save. 98. 99. Does that count as making it? Oh, are you joking? Look, how many plants are there left there that we didn't quite get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plants. It's hilarious. So close. You're still half asleep. Oh no, Fluffy. I thought you'd gone and emptied out before. So close, James. So what, we've got 2 full trucks and almost 2 full grain carts. It's not best. Go faster, faster, faster. Well, 1 million litres. 1 million litres done. Of course, typically we're right at the other end of the field from where we need to be. Oh, look, once again, we're not going to be able to quite get through this. Did we get them all? Oh, we did get them all. Alright, let's run down the other end of the field and wait. We might be waiting a while. Alright, 2 full grain carts. Oh, we've actually got a 3rd grain cart, don't we? Hanson's in there. Of course it is now, just looking at the date, we're less than a month away from FS23 for all of those mobile lovers. Not too far away now. Hands up who's getting it. Who's going to get it on mobile? Intrigued to know. That's some weird graphics going on over there. Nice looking header actually, quite like that. Not sure whose headers these are. They're massive though. Let's have a look. Oh, I thought they were in here. Are they? They're not a modded one. Let's look in our garage. Oh, corn headers. Oh, it was part of the class corium pack, isn't it? This one's there. Here we go. Not you. Not you here, Torva. He attempted mainly to try out a few videos on it. The young fellow was going to get it for a Switch, but then he traded it in for a PS5, so I don't know what he will do now. Nice. Can I join? You can join the server, Callum. You have to get everything off off the Discord server. Find all the links and that. But it's there. What? How can I go and empty? Oh no, you're telling someone to go and empty me. Telling Fluffy to come and empty me. No, this one's not this one's not crossplay, Callum. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays compared to 18 and 20. I played a little bit of 20 over Easter. Disturbed. And there's a whole lot of things that I hadn't really realised with that. Like you can't, well, I couldn't find out a way to sell land after you'd bought it. So you couldn't do like, not that you want to flip fields, but you couldn't do any of the, you know, if you wanted to sell the starting fields and move somewhere else, there was no options there. You've only played 16. I actually played heaps of 18 back in the day. Played that before I played 19 actually, on my mobile. Yeah, 20 was definitely a step up. It's free on Android now. Video a day leading into the 23 release. This is 16, here's 18. Now look at 20, and now bumps in 23. In fact, I'd be intrigued to know if I still had my save from 18. I'm assuming it'll be backed up on my Google account. Alright, another grain cart full. See you, Fluffy. He's on autopilot, doesn't realise he's full. No, he does. Here we go. There's some pretty good yields looking across there. I like how, one thing I like about precision farming, you get these kind of little patches, even though it's in the middle of one soil type, you still get these little patches. It's pretty nice. I do like how that works. Alright, we're going to do an in-cab view. Then it was filthy. And then we got distracted looking at headers. It'd be interesting and quite a good laugh if you took your video recording and the audio from chat and put them together for a video for only Discord. That would be interesting. Billy Bob. Back it up. It's kind of like a podcast really if you weren't watching and were just listening to Billy Bob, isn't it? Good laugh. Oh, 80% beep. I didn't get that when you're out of cab. It's kind of good. Is there one at 90? Let's have a look. Oh, it's not for kids. Yeah, yeah. Audio only caption. Guess what game we're playing. Guess what game. Yeah. That's some good beeps. I like that. Alright, let's go find a grain cart. Right, get a grain cart. Oh, yeah, only farming. Both same tractors. I just know where both the combines are parked. I had a competitive advantage. Dum 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 dum. Now here's the question, if I carried on going, am I going to get to the other combine first? Let's find out. Let's find out. Can we beat Fluffy to the corner? Or is it race to the power pylon? Oh. Oh. Nah, Fluffy wins. Oh. Was closer than I thought. It was closer than I thought. I reckon you look at that line. Look at that line I drove. I think I weaved too much on the straight. Gotta have some fun. Gotta have a laugh. Hey. Considering the distance I was behind to start with, I thought I did pretty well. Got a challenge for me, Callum. Go on. What might that be? Well, hello there, Dave from G-Portal. How you doing, mate? Happy Wednesday morning to you. You guys had your dinner yet? Your lunch, or whatever it was going to be? The Dave and Yoss date? I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Having fun. Having fun, which is the main thing. Buy as many trailers as possible and try to tow them. That would be pretty impressive. It's been done a few times. He's done it a few times actually, Dagon. Different versions of the game. I bet she's never made the biggest Australian road train you possibly could though. Uphill. Uphill. Did it got boring setting it up. Even with even with easy dev and everything's disturbed. You've done it on Xbox. That'll explain why the sunflowers are missing the bin all the time then. Even with all that, I can attest to how long it can take to set things up. It can take some time. Right, we're gonna have to get a screenshot before end of the stream. It lagged so bad and it kicked you out of the game for 2 months. I think that was FarmSim telling you you weren't playing FarmSim the way you meant to play FarmSim. You guys on Discord wanted you to try and beat Daggerwin. What was Daggerwin's record? Disturbed. Chinook's finally realised he's a hazard. 160 was it? Sounds like a dart score. 160. Not 180. Hey, Music Man. Morning, mate. How you doing? I remember the lag was fun when connected. It was about 5 frames per second. Daggerman was 114. Wow. I'm surprised the lag was that much. I suppose it's the fact you're pulling it from that far away. You'd set up with the tow rope mod nowadays, couldn't you? Right, I reckon when these 2 grain carts are full, we'll head back down to the truck. And time to... In fact, the other one, are they still... They are down the other end. Right, you lot down there in that combine, stay down there. So many dynamic things connected together here, it makes sense. You pulled flatbeds, Cal. Solid. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Alright, I think we'll head back down this side and we'll go and get a screenshot. Need something for next week's stream. Next week's stream, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a good chunk of the sunflowers done. Because look at this, what have we got in there? Sunflowers are on the board. Coming in strong, 1.1 million litres. Hard case. Yeah, you've gone to the wrong... You've got lost again. Chinook's got lost in the field again. He's going the wrong end to find the truck. Turn around. Yeah, Chinook's disorientated in a field for once. do the challenge. And he wants people to fly with him. Like I said, James, we're going to get him to do an IFR flight from New Zealand to Australia and see how far he can get. See where he ends up. His target's going to be Sydney, and we'll see where he crosses the coastline in Australia. Yeah, well, I didn't know it was coming. Nothing to see. No one knows what Chinook just did. You're back for Alaska. Oh, you won't be getting to Alaska. You'll be out of fuel before you get that far, James. What, the quiz? The quiz, it'll be on a live stream. You won't even need to be on a game. It'll be through chat using Google Forms and Google Spreadsheet and Docs and lots of different things. So you just need to be part of the stream. 50 questions. A couple of picture rounds. Some general knowledge. All sorts. I haven't done that. Is Dave still here? Dave, you still here? Look at my... Oh, where's my little... Oh, it is going. Yeah, look at my... Oh, there's once more for you guys. Drive over my crops. Coming soon. Coming soon. It won't be... When is it going to be? Right. Chinook, you're a star, mate. Thank you. Chris, John, Don, Scott, and Steelhorse. Oh, Steelhorse was going to try and join us tonight. He hasn't made it. That's a shame. Oh, that's... We'll be looking to pencil it in, hopefully, for May the 14th. Which happens to be Mother's Day here in New Zealand, but it doesn't matter. That could be the first question. When's the quiz going to be? Oh, that could be... How many memberships is Chinook? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Right. I need a screenshot. Let's go down here. Let's see what's happening down here. Alright, where is everyone? Oh, Chinook's here now. the voice chat is great. Glad you're enjoying it, Billy Bob. Funny you could have an optional audio, additional audio source, kind of like optional languages. You choose the Discord overlay. Right. What are we going to do for a screenshot, chaps? Hey, Tim, how are you, mate? Good morning. How you doing? Alternative commentary. The Alternative Commentary Collective. You want me to use your wallpaper? Hang on. There we go. There you go. There we go, there's your wallpaper. You said on YouTube. Cruising through there. We are, Tim, actually. Started off with this one tonight and we've got, oh, a third of it done. This is our first sunflower harvest too, so first sunflowers in the challenge, first 1,000,000 litres in the bins, which is pretty cool. Oh, we've been having a lot of laughs. A lot of laughs. Everyone's in voice chat, and I can hear them talking and having a blast too, which is good. That's what it's all about. Right. Alright, Chinook, when those guys get down to the other end, we're going to go and get a screenshot down there with them. Oh no, what happened here? Chinook must have bumped me. Yeah, I reckon. Hey, Aussie William, how are you, mate? Howdy to you. Nice to have you here. Good man, good to hear. Alright, we'll make this our last pass and we'll go down and get the screenshot. Then we will be calling it quits because I am getting tired. Our first football training for the boys winter team tonight, which was a little nice change, although now gives us 3 nights a week of football, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all doing kids football, plus games on Saturday. This week we've got a tournament on Sunday, so living the dream. Kids sport, that's the life. It has been. It has been for a long time. Fortunately, they only do the ones. Well, they do swimming lessons and that as well. But other than that, they haven't got too much involved in other things. We tried tennis for a while, and they didn't last on that very long. Chin-ups. He's not Chinook anymore, he's Chin-ups. Tennis is tough but fun. Was a bit of a challenge. They actually did pretty good. I mean, my youngest has got quite a good eye for a quite a good hand-eye coordination. He did pretty good with it. Right, you lot stay parked down that end. We need to come and get that screenshot. Oh, Chinook and I'll come down. Racquetball, that's a blast to play. Right, here we go, Chinook's full. No, go down the other end. Go to where they are. Go down by the trucks. No, go by the trucks. By the trucks. Hey, all good, mate. All good, Tim. You have a good one as well, my friend. Alright, we're just gonna jump over here this way. Alright. Oh no, you lost your steam part. That's not very good. Aussie William, you want to be finding that. Oh, there we go. There's the screenshot. You all stand on Hanson's header. Cheers, Yara, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry you couldn't join, but at least you got a little bit of entertainment listening to the crazy fellas. Hope to have you join again soon. Are we not getting Pro Farmer not coming down here? What's he doing? He's just about finished his spraying up the top. Yes, you can jump on Hanson's header. Don't stand in Fluffy Mod's way though. Oh, Fluffy's looks like Chinook's going out on Hanson's pipe. Come further. Oh. Oh goodness. Keep your hands in your pipe at all times. Trying to figure out which one the best way to was to take a screenshot. Oh, he's got his slidey shoes on, Chinook. That's it. That'll do. There we go. That's a screen just like herding cats. I know, disturbed. It is. Cats will be easier than this. I actually like cats. Right, on that note, and that beat lasts a little bit of abuse, I am going to call it quits for the night. But it was a lot of fun. Always have a blast jumping here into the server and listening to these guys. Honestly, it's been cool actually to see so many of you sitting in the voice chat. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 9 people in the voice chat at the morning, which is pretty cool. What is New Zealand's only native mammal? We've had this question before. It's a bat. A bat, Bruce. James, night mate, nice to see you. Catch you later, Aussie Williams. Anyhow, that's us done. Into the, oh, this is gonna hurt. It's good to finally get into the sunflowers and get some of those on the list as well. So keep an eye. I will try and do a stream. I will try and do a stream sometime over the weekend. We'll just have to see. It might be a little bit shorter than normal on Sunday morning, but we'll see. We'll do something. We'll catch you all later though. Grant, Stay Drunk, Katoiba, Disturbed. Everyone else who's been in chat, Chinook, thanks for the gift of memberships, mate, as always. Billy Bob, nice to have you here as well. And everyone else who's joined, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, whether you're just starting it or your evening. Whatever it is, thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye.